YouTube, I want to make this video telling you guys why I quit Tinder. There are too many men to women on those sites, and then a lot of the women are in other cities, in other states, and other countries. Okay. And then I was on there and I got an opportunity to smash a chick who's 43, but they had a ton of baggage, and they just been through a lot of things in their life. And at the end of the day, I would say that Tinder is the worst. Tinder and online dating sites, that's the lowest a man can stoop. That's like admitting failure, honestly, to me, you know. Because here's the deal, getting your rocks off is okay, but at the same time, if you meet somebody at the bar or something like that, then it's like it's more respect on that. Or if you meet them at the club, I don't go to the club, but if you meet them in person, they can at least respect you. But on that online stuff, you know, it's like you didn't have the courage to meet them in person and you had to use that outlet. At most, you might end up being a side dude at most. And I just think that online dating is just so bad because everybody's putting up these fronts of, oh, I have this nice house, oh, this, that, look at me, I'm doing all these great things. But in reality, the average man is making $40,000 a year. Average woman's making $35,000 a year. Nobody's living rich, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has rentals. And just fronting. That's the problem with online dating. And, as men, while you're single, this is the perfect time to be trying to build up your social skills, going to jazz spots, going to open mics, open mics, and going to the park, going to different places and trying to build up, start conversations with people. But everything shouldn't have an end game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just talk to people to work on your social skills. And I think if we do things that way, we'll never be disappointed. Now, if you know somebody, you talk to somebody a lot, they act like they like you a little bit, then you can talk to them, shoot your shot at them. If they reject you, hey, it's just a part of life. There's other people, in the world. But at the same time, every woman you see, you should not be approaching them. You should not be listening to these PUA guys. And I can't tell you how to deal with being single. I just know how I deal with it. And I know a lot of black pill guys be like, oh, you're coping, or oh, that's BS, this, that. No, I'm just trying to find a solution. Like for instance, I'm at work and something is broken. I'm on the ground on my hands and my knees. I'm trying to figure out how to put something together. You know what I'm saying? I try to solve solutions. You know, like I've been working with my dad since I was 13 with plumbing and stuff. I would be telling him, well, what if we did this? Then this could happen, right? Like I always see myself as a problem solver, trying to take things apart and put them back together with my hands, and use my mind. So I think there's just a lot of people don't want solutions. A lot of Gen Zers and younger millennials don't want solutions. Guys who are younger than me, but at the same time, you may not like it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. But we cannot put all of our value on just how much casual sex we can get, because there's guys that get all the casual sex in the world, but they don't have a place to pee at. You know what I'm saying? They're depending on a woman to for food or for housing. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even be what would be considered the idea of a man, of a real man or man. They got a criminal record. So with that being said, we shouldn't value ourselves only on our capability to get casual sex. And yeah, we got to work on ourselves. And remember, Tinder, that stuff is not, that's not everything. That's just a small little segment of reality. Just because you're not 6 foot, that doesn't mean that you're going to be unsuccessful. That doesn't mean that you're manlit. That doesn't mean anything about your masculinity, because height is something that you can't control. It's like being Asian or being African American. You can't control that, you know. And just because somebody's white, that doesn't mean they're better than somebody who's not white. You know what I'm saying? And I think that in society, people, especially Gen Z, aren't, nobody led them, nobody gave them perception. It's like we let the TV, people who are older than me, let the TV raise their children, which is Gen Z, and people who are like my age and slightly younger than me. They let the TV raise the children, and the TV told you, hey, you gotta look like you gotta look like Brad Pitt, or you gotta look like Liam Hemsworth or The Rock or whatever. And if you're not buff and this, that, then you're less than. You always have the guy who's shorter, who's weaker, who's always a joke. And people have been internalizing all the subliminal messages they've been getting from TV since childhood. And I just gotta tell you guys this. Even The Rock doesn't look like The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Without PEDs and steroids and eating all that food and exercising 5 hours a day, he doesn't look like him anymore. Without all that stuff that he's doing, he would look like a somewhat muscular guy, the 6'3" or whatever, but he wouldn't look like that. He wouldn't be 270 with an 8-pack, with huge arms and legs and everything like that. So just put that into perspective, gentlemen.